All right, here we go. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving your perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Today reached somewhat of a milestone. This is my first double-digit mile day since the dehydration. I knocked out 10 miles, and I will be 1,000% honest with you. It was a struggle. I started getting started feeling some tightness around mile 8, going into 9. But you know me, we're going to keep grinding. We're going to keep going regardless. There was a pause there where I almost thought about stopping, but I just gutted it out, and I'm feeling it. Sort of feeling it now. So it's all about getting hydrated, getting back, making sure I'm straight for tomorrow. There's a run actually in Miami tomorrow that I'll be at. So looking forward to that. I have now over 24 hours to get myself recovered and rested up for that one. All right. So let me just dive into it. You know, everyone's talking about it right now, this Michigan sign stealing bullshit. Now, keep in mind, this is kind of my short and sweet version of my short and sweet opinion and the short and sweet version of this entire thing. All right, I recorded a 30-minute plus episode on this podcast that should be coming out in a couple of weeks, that I dive deeper into it and talk all about my thoughts and how, from the start, from jump, you know, this isn't something that just hurts Michigan. It hurts everyone involved with college football. It hurts Ohio State. It hurts Alabama. It hurts Penn State. It hurts Michigan State. It hurts Clemson. It hurts every single individual that's involved with college football, whether you like Michigan or not. This hurts everyone, because what they're implying is such bullshit. It's such bullshit. It's such bullshit that they would get someone because they don't like the team, they don't like the coach. First they got him with some bullshit cheeseburger incident when you got coaches paying players or institutions paying players millions of dollars. You're gonna suspend him for 3 games for some fucking cheeseburger bullshit, you know. And now this stuff comes up where it's clear that this is the norm. I mean, as every coach has come out and said, I can't tell you how many coaches have come out and said, you know, knowing someone signs is not that big of a deal. You still got to stop it. All right. So that actually brings me to today's Move Swiftly thought. It had a time my senior year. It was my senior year in high school. And for those of you who don't know, I played at Good Counsel High School back when Coach Bob Malloy, was the head man in charge. And he retired with the most wins of any high school football coach in the history of Maryland. That's over 400. Right. And there was this play in which we used to call it travel 36 belly or something like that. And there was the wingback, basically the tight end / wingback, would motion across, and he'd kick out either the DN or kick out the outside back or kick out whoever was there. And then the running back would run off tackle behind him. Right. So they had a game in which we were playing Archbishop Carroll Lions. The Archbishop Carroll Lions. We're playing them. This is my senior year, and we run that play. And every time the wingback would motion across, we would see the safety come down. They would shift the entire defense to that side. So they knew what play was coming. And you know what Coach Malloy did? Coach Malloy said, okay, we're going to run the same play, but don't motion. Just line up in it, okay? And I say all that to say this. If there was actually, let's say it is true. Let's say all this bullshit is true about the sign stealing. If coaches felt as if Michigan was at a competitive advantage because of this, you know what they would have done? They would have simply adjusted. And changed their signs. They would have changed their signs to say, okay, you want to go after, or you want to know our signals, quote unquote, we'll change our signals and say, fuck you. All right. You think you know our signals? I mean, in fact, there was another situation when I was at Stony Brook. We had a play on offense where we would, I believe it was called jump two, where as a fullback, we'd line up as a receiver. And as soon as we say hit, I'd go to the fullback position, and everybody would go scatter to the positions that they normally are on the field. And there had a time where we were watching film, and Coach Woods was like, look, there's been times where we would, instead of jumping to our normal position, we would just run a play out of this formation and tell the defense, fuck you, right? You know, so you can think you know signals. You can think you know the opponent's signal and all that. At the end of the day, if coaches felt like it was a disadvantage or Michigan was at an advantage, they just simply switched their signals and say fuck you, right? It wouldn't have been a competitive advantage. Even if they're saying what is true, it wouldn't even be a big deal. You could have Coach Prime said it himself. You could have someone's entire game plan. This is football, folks. You still got to stop it. I have a full episode. Trust me, I'll tell you. I have a full episode coming out on this. Just stay tuned. The whole situation gets me fired up because, again, not just because I'm a Michigan fan. I'm a Michigan fan, so it adds a little fuel to the fire. But even if this was happening to Ohio State, if this was happening to anybody in college football, it would still bother me because of the way they're portraying the game and the way they're tarnishing the game because of a bunch of media bullshit, because that's all this is. It's a bunch of media and political bullshit, all right? They're upset that the Big Ten and Pac-12 could potentially be playing a championship this year, and SEC won't get a school in. Just keeping it real. That's all it is. It's the fact that, guess what? It might actually be a Big Ten and a Pac-12 national championship this year, and an SEC school won't get it. That's the politics behind it. That's really what's going on, all right? Like I said, I'll do a whole lot more on this. Just stay tuned. We'll see how this all plays out, all right? Main website to check out to dive deeper into all this work, makeyourmove.com. That's makeyourmove.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.